Hi, and welcome to my small garage again. We have a new bike in. It's a 1974 Yamaha TX500. It's a bike I really like. I like the style of it. It's in here. It hasn't been on the road for about 3 years. It has some issues. Needs a new starter clutch. Has some real bad oil leakage too. This bike was only made for 2 years, 74 and 75 or 73 and 74, something like that. It was a new engine designed for Yamaha, and they've always had a bit of a leaking problem, although generally not too terribly bad. This one, I think the gentleman who owns it tried to replace the oil filter or something and screwed that up, and it just leaked a ton of oil all over the place. He actually rode it from Pennsylvania to Maryland with it blowing oil all over the back tire. I don't know, he was either really brave or really stupid, I don't know which, but he made it there and back, and then parked it, and it sat for the last 3 years. So we're going to go ahead and try to figure out what went wrong with the oil and to replace the starter clutch. We have a new one somewhere around here in the shop that we're going to put in. It's going to have to be cleaned up. The gas will have to be drained, and the carburetors will have to be gone through because it's been sitting for so long. But it's a really nice, style bike. It's that upright position, really kind of reminiscent of the old BSA Triumph kind of thing, which is what I think Yamaha was trying to go for. But I really do like this bike. I had a TX650 74 that I got in the shop, and wasn't running when I got it. I fixed it up, got it running. It had a different engine on it. It had that same engine as the XS650, which is a bulletproof engine. I just didn't like it well enough to keep it. I like my Hondas better. This bike, I like the style of it a little bit better. I like the fact that it's a little bit lighter. And this one is in really good shape. It did get knocked over. I got backed into it at one point, so the handlebars are different, not original. And it has some, like pieces of plastic missing, nothing major. The big problem is there is oil all over this bike, so we'll have to find out what the leaks are. Like I said, I think the original problem, I think, was the gaskets on these didn't work, or the castings were bad and just a little rough or something. It's pretty well known that they do tend to leak, but I work at a British shop every now and then, and all those bikes seem to leak. Those old BSAs and Triumphs all seem to be oil leakers. So if this one marks its territory with a little bit of oil, I think that's acceptable. I think blowing it all over the back tire and all that is not acceptable. So we'll have to see when we get it running what the deal is. We'll take the oil filter off and see if it's not cross-threaded or something, or he stripped it, or the oil plug. But as far as the gasket, I don't know if we're going to mess with that. We'll have to see, because we'd have to take the whole engine out. To replace the starter clutch, I don't think I'm going to have to take the engine out. I don't think. We'll see. But although it can be kick-started at my age, I don't want to be doing that, and the guy who owns it is older than me. So we'd like to get that running. And again, it's a style of bike I really like. I love the giant headlight on these things. I mean, that's a big headlight. Their blinkers, their lenses on the blinkers, I like the design pattern in them, front and back. It's just a really nice looking bike. I really do like this style. It's bikes that I like. This kind of upright riding, old fashioned 70s. Oh, Lord knows I've had enough of them out here in the 70s. I might make it to the 80s one of these days. But yeah, hopefully we'll get it all running, and I'll shoot some pictures of it and maybe a video when it's actually get the engine going. You can see what it sounds like. I still have the CBR 1000 in here, waiting on some parts for that. They're kind of back ordered. It does run. I got it started, but it needs a rectifier, this guy. I started it up in the old rectifier, which was a problem, one of the problems in the first place. Actually caught on fire. You could see a little flame sitting on the cover of the rectifier. So we definitely need a new one of those. So it's back ordered. We'll get it in a couple of weeks. Thermostat's ordered, and that should be here in a week or so too. So we'll get this out of the garage. Give me a little bit more room to work on. Much prefer to work on this old style bike. It's just what I prefer to ride. It's what I prefer to wrench on. It's the problem with some of the modern motorcycles is they they get so complicated and so much plastic you got to take off. You spend an hour taking plastic off before you can get to anything. These guys, the engine's right here, the carburetor's right here. You get to see them, get to look at it. Just the style I like. I prefer to work on. I prefer to ride. So we'll get this old girl up and running. It'll be good. And like I said, maybe we'll shoot some video of it when you can hear what it sounds like and we get it going good. All right. Take care for now.